Spiritual Formation Rule of Life. Summary of Sacred Rhythms. The Summary of Sacred Rhythms by Ruth Haley Barton is trying to find the different practices and relationships that set yourself differently and to grow closer to God. The practices that we set aside and the disciplines that we correspond to the spiritual transformation is personal and different than everyone else's. As we learn the disciplines, we will have different experiences than others. Once we start to take the discipline seriously, you will begin to have your own experiences of what is effective for the different patterns you are becoming aware of. Major points of sacred rhythms. A major point of the reading that I learned was how to explore different practices to get your life closer to God. In the reading, Barton explained about the different ways that we could practice to get closer to God. Barton talked about one way to become more intentional and to choose spiritual practices and relationships appropriate to the sins and negative patterns that God is helping us become aware of. My spiritual development. Through high school, I wouldn't necessarily say that I was lacking spiritual development, but needed to learn how to get closer to God. I feel like over time, my spiritual development has gained a great portion than what it used to be. I have developed spiritually with the help of my family, friends, and peers. My rhythm of devotion. I feel like I keep a rhythm of devotion with God by not getting too far over my head and going back to the scripture. By not getting too far over my head, it gives me my life breathing room to mess up and know what God did for me through my daily devotion and readings with God. I like to do my daily devotions in the mornings to give me a good start to the day. By doing this, it's keeping what needs to be important up at the surface. My own rule of life. To keep my own rule of life is to keep practicing the practices and disciplines that I can keep getting closer to God. I learned more about the spiritual transformation from what Barton covers in the book.